I like my coffee the way I like my men.
How's that?
Large. Consistent.
What?
Every day. Healthy. Sugar-free. But if I get as much of it as I think I want, then I get a migraine. And if I don't get enough of it, then I also get a migraine. And if it's inconsistent, it drives me crazy. In fact, I kind of wish I was a tea person. Lesbian. Yes. But I've tried tea. Several times.
Right.
And it just doesn't do what coffee does, so I guess we're kind of stuck.
Just a reminder that over 50-year-old women still ovulate. So if you walk by me in gray sweatpants, you better run.
This is out here on the internet. And if a man were saying this type of stuff, it would be predatory. Once again.
Men fall in love with women that scare them. Men fall in love with women that are slightly intimidating to them and scare the shit out of them because they have emotional power over their men as opposed to the other way around.
No, they don't.
Men grow bored of women that are easy.
When it comes to dating, I think something that is not talked about enough is when you are with someone who is genuinely so nice, so kind, you have a great relationship, your friends love them,
All
your
right.
parents love them, but you know in your gut that it's not right and they're not for you. A
Why are
few
you
years
with
ago,
them?
I broke up with someone that I was dating for 4.5 years, and I have been single ever since. It's been about 3 years. Even though I was the one who had to end it, it sent me into like the worst of my entire life.
I mean, there's no surprise there. This is only following the model of what some of these women do in marriage, and that is divorce their, well, he was the good guy, and I think that you should leave him. And do what? He wasn't right for me. What was he doing that wasn't right? I mean, because you spent a good amount of time with him. Why are we taking so long to make decisions?
And I spent so long after that contemplating if I was even worthy of finding love because of all of the guilt that I felt to end something with someone who was so kind and such a good human being and treated me so well. But sometimes even that is not enough. Sometimes if you feel anxiety thinking of yourself getting married to this person, if you feel anxiety thinking of having kids with this person, like, that's not your person.
Right.
And like breakups, they don't have to be messy. The person doesn't have to betray your trust. Like sometimes it just doesn't work out. Like you grow together, but then you grow apart in the process. Even though I've been single for like 3.5 years now, I literally wouldn't trade it for the entire world because now I know myself better than I ever have. I know what I want better than I ever have known. And I also know that I will literally never, ever settle.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
no,
could have.
Of course.
Just listen to yourself and listen to your gut because life is too short to spend even a second of it with someone you're not 100% sure about.
They just really, how can I say this without being like degrading? It just, man. What are we settling for? I mean, I hear you, but it better late than never. But it's usually always late. It's usually always late. I'm thinking of well, there are plenty of examples where women will wait to the engagement and be like, you know what? When I thought about it more and more, then I decided that you're not my person. Great. Well, why didn't you realize it in month 2? What about month 3? What about month 6? Or any time and point before I bought you a ring? Why did it take you the engagement when I spent actual money to figure out that you didn't want me, that you didn't want to be in this relationship and that you were settling? That's what be getting me.
Please tell me that I am not the only person that currently uses ChatGPT for everything, but especially for dating apps, because your girl does not have time anymore to be cutesy and demure and creative. No, I put that stuff into ChatGPT and I'm like, give me an answer that's cute. Give me an answer that's flirty. How should I respond to this? Give me an answer that's sassy. Give me an answer that will find me a husband.
Yeah, all that sounds great until the man starts putting whatever flowers he's giving you on a schedule. And then it's, oh, wait a minute. You didn't go get those yourself. You got them put on a schedule. It takes away from what it actually is. It takes away from the feeling of everything. But let a woman take her brain out of the whole scenario situation, then it's fine. I can get online and brag about using ChatGPT. I can get online and brag about not thinking, about not even paying attention really. I just want the man. I don't really want to engage with him. I just let me have anything. Just give me something to say. No, you need to be thinking like you want the man to think. You need to be using your brain in order to connect. Don't try to get no software or no computer or nothing else. If that's what you want from the man, to think about going in that store and then giving you the flowers, to think about going out, getting a card and making things up, then do that. I don't want to hear nothing about no ChatGPT from these modern women.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking, and a couple of years ago, I was very in tune and very intentional about dating and trying to find somebody, right?
All right.
So when Kevin Samuels was here, God rest his soul, I followed his content and would try to, I wasn't bold enough to go on his show, but I would pay attention to what he said to a lot of the ladies and try to apply it to myself.
Okay.
You know, I would try to say, okay, you know, I have to do this different. I mean, okay, to be real, a lot of stuff he would say was for shock value and was for attention, but there was a lot of things that was actually helpful.
Yep.
And if we actually took the advice and listened, it could help. You get what I'm saying? It's just that he just didn't know how to say things the right way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting to a point. So
I mean, I think you did, but a lot of women that would come on the show wouldn't listen to it. So some of that stuff that he was saying, he would say it to get the woman's attention.
with that being said, I realized my biggest thing was simply weight loss. Everything else was really working for me. Personality wasn't too bad. I'm not perfect or anything, but
Right.
I was on a thicker side. And I feel like based off of what I saw him say and just thoughts of other people, it was mainly just that. These men don't give two flying if I lost weight. The options are way worse. It's not gotten any better for me. I feel that when I was 70 pounds heavier, I stayed in a relationship. And yeah, they didn't work out, but it wasn't for weight or anything, obviously. I don't know.
I don't think you're drawing the right correlation here, to be honest with you. It seems like that because they're not approaching you, I guess. But where are you hanging out? What are you doing? Are you in places where, yeah, I'll pick her up because she looks good, she's thick, da-da-da-da-da, and they're really looking at you for your body? First of all, I would say congratulations on that's not the first thing I said, but you get it. I would say congratulations on the weight loss and trying to be healthier. I think that's something that you should do on your own. One of the things that Kevin Samuels talked about was being fit, feminine, and friendly, right? Great, fine, I'm fit, I'm trying to be feminine, I'm trying to be friendly. But also it goes along with, okay, now that I'm prepared, because that was just a preparation, what places do I frequent? Where do I put myself in order to meet people? And once again, there are certain places that maybe you shouldn't go in order to find a man. Number one. Number two, I think once again, and there was another clip that I talked about or reacted to where the woman was like, under no circumstances do you approach a woman in the gym. Under no circumstances do you approach a woman at night or when she's vulnerable. That makes sense. But if you're in the gym, I think that you actually can approach. I know you're in there getting your workout or whatever and whatnot, but the gym sometimes is a social community. And I know some people are probably going to disagree, but where is that man going to meet you at if he sees you in the gym? He's going to come up to you and say, hey, how you doing? I saw you working out. I just thought I'd come and say hi. that's where you would meet. Oh man, we met in the gym, and 50 years later, here we are, still married. That's how that story would go. Or if he sees you in a restaurant, oh, I'm with my friends, don't come up to me. Where's he going to come up to you at? He don't know you. Like he'd never seen you before. That type of stuff. So where are you at? And I think, how open are you to men coming up to you? Because I think at some point in time, obviously you don't want every guy coming up to you. But then on the flip side, not every man wants to go up to every woman. But you still have women saying, get out of that. Don't worry about it. Just come approach. Oh, but approach me over here. Okay, so where's the balance at? Because you're just telling the guy, just throw caution to the wind and come approach. But then you're saying, okay, you can't approach me over here. Throw caution to the wind, but not in this scenario, and that scenario, and this scenario, and that scenario. And you continue to add things to a guy's plate. And that's not even the half. That's just getting him to come up to you. That doesn't even have to do with how you want to be treated as a person in long-term relationships. So I think a lot of women, a lot of times, confuse men by what they want, their expectations, their standards, that whole thing. And the man just like, at the end of the day, well, I mean, I can see if you don't want me to approach at night, or if you're in a vulnerable position, you're by yourself, I can see that. But there's other social places that I could be approaching that you say that you don't want to be bothered. At some point in time, I think there's some women out here that need to do more work in order to figure out, okay, this is how I'm going to handle the situation. If this were to be the case that he approached me, or if I don't find him attractive, this is what I'm going to say. This is how I'm going to let him down easy. The more you become a pleasant person, I think the more pleasantness and niceties come around you. Not to say that you won't get any bad stuff going on, but you know, you got to really build yourself up as a person. Like, you did the preparation, but as a person, what does it look like? Not saying that you're a bad person, but
I'm probably the problem, but I feel like before I came across more genuine men. And now, like, I can't even get men to court me. Back when I had the pounds, the weight on me, I was getting courted all the time. I was getting flowers sent to the house. Like, men were genuinely interested. And like, now it's like, it feels like men just want to conquer me. That's it. Like, it's nothing more to it. And I still have the same type. I still like the same type of men, but I don't know. So I don't know. I guess I'm saying all this to say that losing the weight did nothing for me, but make me feel good about myself. Like, I do feel good, don't get me wrong, but
that's good.
Dating wise, it was not an advantage. Yeah. And let me add this before y'all get in a comment saying, oh, you lost the weight, you're feeling yourself, your attitude's different, you're probably probably don't know how to talk to men.
Nope.
Lies. Because this is not the first time I've lost weight. I was bigger in high school, lost weight before, gained weight when I was married, lost weight again. Like, being skinny is not anything new. And to be honest, when I had the weight on me, I had way more confidence. Now, I'm constantly worried about my weight, and my insecurities are even higher. And maybe that plays a part to it. Maybe men can sense less confidence, but I don't know. I feel like I hide that well, though. I hide the fact that, like, there are more insecurities. I don't feel like I put that on Front Street. Like, I don't be like, oh, I'm just so ugly, nobody finds me pretty. Like, no, I feel like I walk around with confidence and everything, but I'm saying all that to say, I don't have a new attitude. I'm not different. I'm not overfilling myself or anything like that. Like, I've been skinny before. I've actually lost way more weight than this before. I've made it all the way down to 160 pounds before and just live life. So before y'all try to be like, you feeling yourself, your attitude different, your type is different. It's not. It's not. The same dudes that I found attractive when I was 270 pounds, I still find attractive at 180 pounds because my type don't ever change. Just is what it is. There might be certain things I don't like that guys do, but physically, like, I like what I like. So don't even try to get in the comments saying,
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even my angle. Once again, I would say, where places are you frequenting? Like, people just think certain things when you go certain places. When a dude would go to a bar or something like that, not necessarily a bar, but, you know, some of these places where the women are dressed a little bit more, a little less, I should say, they don't have as much on, right? And so, what do you think the man's going to think? Not saying that you dress that way, but just as an example, what do you think that they're going to think? They're going to think a certain way. So when you go into certain environments and certain settings, that's what I'm asking. Where are you at? Where do you frequent? What type of people are you meeting? Because and even at that, you have a lot of these modern women that adopt the quote unquote sprinkle. Oh, go over here and meet this type of man, but they don't really have anything to them, right? They just want a man for his money. What if you were to do the work in yourself and say, okay, I lost weight, so I feel good about myself. I've worked on my confidence a little bit. I'm a feminine person. I'm a good person inside. I think I'm fit to be a wife because of these qualities, not necessarily because I'm beautiful, but because this quality, and that quality, and I'm beautiful. Now let me go see if I can find somebody that can match my energy, that's on the same vibe and the same wavelength as I am. And then go frequent those types of places to see if you can find a connection with a man that not necessarily has money, but with a man that has a little bit higher level of thinking versus, oh, I'm just trying to get in your pants. If that makes any sense.
There are good guys out there. You can have any guy you want. Show me. Reveal yourself. May I be pointed in the direction of one of the guys that I want, that wants me, that I could have, that is a good guy?
Suspect's running, holding her own phone because she can't keep a man. Suspect running away from all of her problems. Suspect running, holding her phone so she doesn't get a black eye. Suspect detained because she fell on Tree Ranch.
I saw a post recently that said, just because you laid up in bed with him until the sun came up talking all night, kissing on each other, doesn't mean he likes you even in the slightest bit. Ow!
The people you don't want are the ones who want you. Like, they're the ones texting you, I miss you, you're so beautiful, I'm sorry I messed up, let's hang out. And you're just like, thanks. And the one person you do want, you can't even get them to text you back.
I've never seen a woman marry a man and marry him for his potential for goodness.
Well, how old are you?
On the other side.
How old are you? Sorry, Dr. Phil.
You know what, Sharon, I'm 40 and I'm just
She says, sorry, Dr. Phil, on his own show. She gonna cut him off on his own show.
down the aisle.
Yeah, you're
30
40.
days.
I'm almost
and
50.
I did not settle.
It's a little bit different.
Okay,
You're 40,
hold
and
on.
you don't. Wait, I just want to say to her, you don't know what kind of problems.
It's his show, man.
Yes, I do, sweetie.
don't
I'm
know
just saying, I don't want women to get the impression that they should settle because you don't have to settle.
No, that's what I
You're
want to talk.
40.
Okay. But let me tell you, I don't care if you're 70. If you're marrying somebody with the idea that you're going to fix him.
I didn't say that. You didn't hear me say that.
Let me tell you, I didn't say you said it.
Okay.
I said if. Did you hear the if?
I did hear that.
Because you talk a lot and listen very little.
Yeah.
You want to listen to what I'm saying.
No, that's not fair, Dr. Phil.
Just stop talking.
To you, and I answer
Just stop talking, man. It's just for a second. Just stop talking.
for what you said.
No, you didn't. I said if.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but treat that man the way he need to be treated before you lose him.
Dang.
Like, men go out there and they fight the world. The last thing they want to do is come home and fight their girl. Trust me, it's so simple. Like, he don't ask for much, but to just come home to a hot meal, his shower ran, clothes ready for tomorrow, and just love on that man. I promise you. I promise you, it's so simple.
So you really decided to take me out on a date to Subway? Yes. Do you not have money for something nicer? I thought we were gonna go do something else, not this.
I do have money. I just don't have high faith in you.
Not on you.
Why would you say that?
I feel like you're in it for the money and not for me.
Of course I'm in it for the money.
Dang, that's why you at Subway.
See what your true character was.
You wanted to see what my true character was by taking me to a rundown place like this. I got dressed this morning. I got up and I got ready and I took a shower and I did all the basics just to come somewhere nice.
Girl, you in a beanie.
Sorry, is this you? And one thing about me, I'm always gonna eat McDonald's. Always. You hungry? Yeah. Where you wanna go? McDonald's.
I didn't really think that you were above fast food, but maybe you're just above healthy fast food. Maybe you would have been happier if he took you to McDonald's. What, you want a gold star for getting up and getting dressed and looking nice this morning? Like, dang. As if you don't get up every day and brush your teeth? What do you want, a cookie? But there's more.
You live by yourself?
Yes, I do.
And where do you work?
Papa John's.
That makes sense. Why we would come here. Let me guess, you're a delivery driver?
Yes.
Pitiful. How old are you again?
I'm 22.
And you wanted to date me?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hit you once again with the, is this you?
I don't know what's in some of y'all women to make y'all feel like it's cool and it's okay to be a mean girl, but it's not. It's really not. And the only people who with you and validate you are mean themselves.
She playing.
Smoke a babe.
Is that not you? You look very easy to draw, by the way, and
Dang.
no, that is not a compliment. Your facial features just aren't there. I'm not trying to insult you. Actually, yes, I am trying to insult you personally, because this nice guy wanted to take you on a date, right? And instead of just saying, no, I'm not vibing with it, he wants to take me to Subway, you say, sure, I'll come on this date. I'll have my video camera ready to humiliate you. And really, you thought that women were going to support you, but your comments are filled with women being like, you are an unreasonable, nasty, vile person. And the video's not even done. She just continues to go on and berate this guy. I can't even show the rest of the video because I know I'm gonna get my video taken down because I have absolutely nothing nice to say. So this is her TikTok if you want to watch the full video. This is why men don't want to with us anymore. They want nothing to do with us. They don't want to take us on dates. They don't want anything to do with us. We have turned them completely the off. You guys want to be like, oh, men are in their soft girl era. They're not chasing us anymore. Women can just pull out their camera and get a bunch of sympathy from the internet about what a terrible date she's on. That's usually how these videos go. Usually women are all in her comments being like, yeah, that guy. That's probably where this girl got the idea, but it came back and bit her in the ass because even she is too vile for the gold diggers. Thank you.
You know, yeah, that was a little bit harsh, but I think in general, you have some modern women out here that have that exact idea. That exact same idea. I deserve this. Why you come bring me out here? Ma'am, you did not have to come. You literally, you knew that y'all were going to Subway. You didn't have to come out there, man. Honestly, I think it's a joke, so I ain't going to get too far into it. But for the people that do actually do this, you know where we're going. You know, you don't have to come there and try to berate that man or degrade that man. But a lot of modern women do it for the plot. Oh man, I ain't got nothing better to do, so I'm just going to go out there. I'm going to get a free meal, and then I'm going to just make this story up that I didn't like being out here because I really don't like him. Then man then wasted his money, wasted his time, his resources, and energy on you. And that be it. You tell him to take it on the chin. Most guys don't want to be involved with that, man. But that's just my opinion. Until the next video, I'm out.